Hi guys, welcome to the Rule of Two, where the Star Wars news saga continues. I'm Terrence, and yes, I am finally back to do this show again. Partly because there had not been anything a lot to talk about in Star Wars news, but the Ahsoka series is getting ready to debut on Disney Plus, depending on when this video comes out. We like to do a pre-show and what we call lowered expectations. Now, our lowered expectations is normally kind of what we want to get out of the said property that's getting ready to debut, whether it be a movie or a TV show, and what we expect to get out of it. But we know we don't always get what we want, so we're going to keep our expectations low. But it still gives us an opportunity to kind of talk about some things that I really would like to see out of this show. First and foremost, with the Mandalorian kind of establishing this, what is Luke doing in this time? We already know that this Ahsoka series is going to take place in that gray area between Jedi and the sequel trilogy, and as the Mandalorian has stated multiple times, whether it be Book of Boba Fett or just the season 2 or season 3 of the Mandalorian, it was season 2, where we know Luke is alive and Luke is obviously still being active. Are we going to get more cameos of Luke to help fill in the gap of what he was doing during that time frame? Also, too, will we be seeing the foundations of the new Jedi temple or order, I guess we could say that? And will Ahsoka actually be a part of helping him build it? So that's a big thing I would really like to see in the show going forward. I know they kind of have to move on to other things in regarding her, but at least kind of fill that gap in for me. Second thing, are we going to get more Anakin? Look, when they announced and coming back for the Obi-Wan series, I really thought we were going to see him outside of the helmet, or I know we got the one little thing where you could see the eye, but that wasn't really worth announcing him back for that. They could have done that with anybody. So I'm expecting the same thing they did with the Tamara Morris. I always forget how to pronounce his name. When they brought him back for Boba Fett and for one of the stormtroopers. I want to see more from. I would love to see some flashbacks with him and Ahsoka to kind of show more of what their relationship was, where it was master and apprentice. And I'm not a big Rebels fan. I didn't see a lot of Rebels. I'm aware of some things that happened in Rebels, but I would like to see them kind of at least flash back to us who did not watch Rebels to kind of fill us in, so that way we don't have to go and rewatch all the seasons of Rebels. And I know you guys may be saying, just go watch the seasons of Rebels, but I'm not. Next question is that, so since Sabine is actually on the show, and it seems like they're doing a lot of characters from Rebels, once again, haven't seen Rebels, but I am aware of Sabine, and I do know that Ahsoka somewhere in Rebels was training Sabine in the ways of the Force, and I kind of wondered, are they going to show us another character with Force powers? It kind of gives me a little thing where, like, does everybody have to be Force sensitive? Does everybody have to have some use of the Force? Are we going to see that from Sabine? I would be happy if they did not do that, but maybe she just kind of taught her the ways. Maybe she wasn't ready or something. Look at me writing the show. But maybe they just keep her a Mandalorian is what I believe she is. Maybe they just kind of keep down that path, but this could be their opportunity to do a Force-sensitive Mandalorian. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that, but I would like them to specifically address that. Now, one of my biggest questions is, how is Thrawn really going to impact the overall Star Wars universe? Because since we're in that gray area of after Jedi, before the sequel trilogy, there is a lot to be said about how the First Order was really established. I know the Mandalorian made some strides to kind of cover it. I feel like there is not enough said between, hey, we're making clones, to, hey, the Emperor's back. How did they get all this funding? How did they hide out in certain areas? Is this something that's going to be revealed through Thrawn to kind of let us know how the hierarchy in quote-unquote empire is existing outside of ruling the galaxy? I'm really interested in that and seeing how it furthers Star Wars in general. Because I know for a time, Star Wars was either very fantasy-wise or very sci-fi-wise. And sometimes it seems like it doesn't do well mixing both. It's either we're going to do a lot of trade agreements and, democracy type deals. And then, hey, we're just going to chop each other up with lightsabers. I really like to know how basically the hierarchy and ecosystem is really working for both. in the Resistance and in the First Order. But I would really kind of, since we really don't know what happened and how they got there, how is that all being set up? I kind of like how they're doing with Andor, kind of talking about, I mean, it's more prequel series, but how everything, the rebellion was kind of set up, and we're kind of going step by step. I would like to kind of know how the First Order is being set up as well. All right. Those are the questions that I really have for Ahsoka the series, and these are probably not all the things that are actually going to get answered in the show. But once again, lowered expectations. Now, if you guys have any other questions, you tell me in the comments below. What do you think they should address in this upcoming series? What do you think that we need to fully address in Star Wars altogether? And how excited are you for Ahsoka the series itself? I'm really excited for Rosario Dawson being Ahsoka. I think she's done a good job so far. With her having her full stage, I hope she does well and we get multiple seasons out of this and this just isn't a one and done type deal. All right, with that being said, may the Force be with you. Always.
Wait, guys, are you still here? I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, I mean, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch the show and you really like what we want to do and you want to help support the show and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes. So please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts. There's,
I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.